Match 13 here onto the football news top 10s and lifestyle zone of the Premier League in here, as Manchester United is definitely on the side which goes by the names of Chelsea. Sorry, it's match day 12 in the Premier League. United lagging into the 6th position with 17 points. If at all they happen to win this game, United will be up there ahead of Arsenal in there because of the goal difference, and they will be just 2 points away from the top in there because Liverpool and Chelsea and Arsenal are playing later in the day. Welcome to you. Welcome to the Manchester United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of RD onto this channel, and smash the like button, comment and share, and tell us where you're watching us from, because the good news is that we are back and we are live in there. Remember, we had problems with our camera and that's why we are not streaming live onto this channel, but because our camera is back and we got a new one in there, we are really here to bring you the latest information as far as this news is concerned. Watford versus Manchester United, match day live. United is starting 11 is out, and you have every reason to keep yourself onto the Manchester United Matters channel that gives you 100% Manchester United news. Who is starting for Manchester United? David De Gea in goal. Lindelof and Harry Maguire, the captain, are playing in the central defense of Manchester United. Luke Shaw is playing as the left back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is playing as the right back. Scott McTominay and Matic are playing into the down midfield pivot of Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes playing as a central attacking midfielder for Manchester United. Ronaldo is leading the line as Jadon Sancho is going to play as a right attacking midfielder, with Rashford playing as a left attacking midfielder. That is the starting lineup of a team which goes by names of Manchester United, that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thinks is going to go away at Watford in London and really win those points in there. No Mason Greenwood even onto the bench. Reason is he is suffering from COVID-19 and he might be away for the next 10 games in there for Manchester United as the play side which goes by names of Watford in there. Those that are really watching, those that are really not watching in the so-called Manchester United Matters channel, you may not be knowing that Chelsea is leading by 3-0 and they're up against a side which goes by names of Leicester. The reason why I'm breaking this is United is playing Chelsea next Sunday, and United lost to Leicester in there stupidly in there by 4-2 in there, because the centre back really let us down, and especially the captain of the day who goes by the names of Harry Maguire in there. So that is the starting lineup of Manchester United. When we look at the substitutes, we have Tom Heaton, Alex Telles, Eric Bailey, Diego Dalot, Freddie Lingard, Mata, Danny Van Beek and Martial in there. Remember, lies were traded all over that Danny Van Beek might start into this game of Manchester United versus Watford, and guess what? The lies have been put to a stop in here because we thought Danny Van Beek was going to start. And me personally really think that I've never seen Nemanja Matic play with Scott McTominay, even the days of Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho, remember, launched Scott McTominay into the team of Manchester United. He never played him into that role, but right now we see Matic playing with Scott McTominay. Remember, Scott McTominay was injured, and this is all about hurrying him back. This is the problem that the manager of Manchester United is doing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has some players that he really likes most and does not think of even benching them because he feels like they are the ones that are really going to do him the job. But surprisingly, they've not helped him. His job has been on the edge. He has been on the edge of losing his game on 13 occasions. 13 occasions, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been on the edge of being sacked from the Manchester United job. But he is clinging on to the same players. It's two-way. It's good and bad. How good is it? It shows you that he's a man of his own word and he believes in his own philosophy that will work out. The bad side is each and every time he clings onto that, he is costing Manchester United. It's exposing him how bad he is because in a game like this, Danny Van Beek is supposed to be playing alongside a man who goes by names of Nemanja Matic, because Danny Van Beek, he's fully fit and there is no reason you are giving that he is not starting alongside a man who goes by names of Nemanja Matic. Scott McTominay is coming from injury. You get, that's why he never played for Scotland into the World Cup qualifiers. You get, So how do you hurry back a player? You hurried back Harry Maguire. He costed us close to 4 games in there. I don't think that would have lost a game of Leicester City if at all Rafael Varane, if at all Lindelof was playing with Eric Bay, because the goals that we conceded, 3 of those were because of Harry Maguire's negligency. Even the equalizer that we conceded, it was because of Harry Maguire's negligency. So I really come up and tell you that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is costing us. He hurried back Rafael Varane because Rafael Varane was supposed to come back in the game when United was playing Man City. He hurried him back. He played one game of Tottenham Hotspur and he was injured in the game of Atalanta. That's the manager that we're having at Manchester United. You get? So that shows you how this manager is not ready to use the squad that he's having. In the previous seasons, we lost against Sevilla in the UEFA Europa League in 2019-2020 semi-final because we never had enough substitutes on the bench. And we complained that Ole does not use his bench enough. And guess what? We say that he does not have enough players. Come what? He brings in Danny Van Beek the next season and he does not use him. Even in the final of the UEFA Europa League that we played this year in Poland, Danny Van Beek was the button that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was supposed to press and unleash to see to it that United really gets forward. And he didn't do that. And he costed us a game. That is a man who goes by names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So to me, I really feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is really costing us. Danny Van Beek, one of the best midfielders 2 years ago, young and upcoming, stepped onto the podium of the Ballon d'Or in there and he made it to the best European 11 that season when Ajax reached the semi-final. Remember when he scored a goal in Juventus that led Ajax to the semi-final of the Champions League. Comes in at Manchester United. We are very delighted to see him coming at Manchester United. And guess what happens? The manager, who goes by names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has not given him enough games. Even in his debut for Manchester United in the Premier League, he scored against Crystal Palace. You get? That's how good this young man is. And 2 years of his career have been wasted by a manager who goes by the names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And when you hear what Solskjaer really says about Danny Van Beek, you really feel like he is really going to give him the next game. You get? Let me get you what he really said about Danny Van Beek in there before we really set into there. He said, our fans can see a top professional and a very good player. Danny Van Beek is one that has never ever let himself or team or family down by his attitude. His approach to the game and training is spot on. I can't fault him and he knows that. All right, you say you cannot fault him, but for the previous 2 years, ever since Danny Van Beek came at Manchester United, he has not played football. The games that has been playing are those of Carabao Cup and FA Cup. That's why his manager his agent came out and said, we need Danny Van Beek to be playing Premier League and Champions League football. That's why he came in at Manchester United. He is not at Manchester United to play Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Why do we come up and really feel like we are so much concerned about this? Danny Van Beek wanted to go and play for a team which goes by names of Everton in the summer. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sat him down and told him, no, you are going nowhere. We are really going to come back here and give you the minutes that you want here at Manchester United. And guess what? The only full game he played was that when United was playing in the Carabao Cup and lost against West Ham. You get? And he played very well, and he has never been given a start into the Manchester United team. Towards this game, Danny Van Beek was in the news. Manchester United was pushing these stories that Danny Van Beek is going to start for Manchester United. And guess what? The lineup comes out. Danny Van Beek is not part of the team that is into the starting 11 that is going to play a side which goes by the names of Watford. This is worrying and shocking to an extent that me as a Manchester United fan feels like I'm betrayed. The manager doesn't know what he's doing. This is not how you correct your mistakes. Guess what? We lost 2-0 to Man City. An own goal from Eric Bay that you don't blame him because the timing of the ball he missed it. But how do you feel Luke Shaw again, a man who cost us a second goal? Even not in that game only, in the Liverpool game, Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire combined, they cost us goals in there. You get? So I don't know what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is all about. What did you go for to rest? I think you sent these players off for a 1 week holiday, and you gave yourself a 1 week holiday away in Norway to meditate about Manchester United. What were you meditating about, Mr. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? What were you meditating about? That's what I really want to know to this level, because it looks like you were doing nothing. You were like, how can I term it? In history, there is a group of people who are termed as they learned nothing and they forgot nothing. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer learned nothing away from the job and forgot nothing. You get? Because if at all he had forgotten something, you would have seen some changes into this game of football. But no changes Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has made. And I really feel like we are betrayed with this manager in there. And I feel like we might get a win, but I'm worried because we are playing Chelsea. Chelsea has just won 3-0 against Leicester City. And you've seen how little they are. However much they are missing Timo Werner and Lukaku, who is coming back in midweek, they are scoring goals. They are scoring goals. That is something that we should really look at, because this is what United should be all about, not coming up and doing this stupid pickup of the lineups by the manager, something that I don't recommend in here at Rokan Media. I don't know what you guys think about this lineup that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has brought in, but look at it. It's really worrying. Let's go to the lineup of Watford that they've brought in there that is going to play against the side which goes by Manchester United. They're having Foster, they're having Louza, they're having King, that is Josh King. They're having Tom Cleverley. Remember Ben Foster and Tom Cleverley. Those are former OBs of Manchester United, and Tom Cleverley was so much referred to as the English Iniesta. That time he came in around 2010 when he played very well. He's very much remembered into that game when United hit Arsenal by 8-2 in there. They're having Nkulu in there, Cathcart. I remember Cathcart. Is he for Manchester United? I remember United having a player who was playing as a right back known as Cathcart. Sissoko is the captain. Femania is there, and Sarr, the key man to watch in there. And United wanted him sometime back when the Sancho deal failed, but he failed to come in from Watford because United failed to meet the so-called amount of money that was needed. And Dennis in there. When you look at a team which goes by names of Watford, they really have pace with them. They really have pace in front, and United might not play Highland this time round because the manager looks like does not really put up to the best that he really wants to bring up a team to play like that. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, being safety first manager in there, he is really going to give us a very boring game according to me, because he might sit back, because this has always been his style of play at Manchester United. But when you look at all this, this is a do or die game. This is a must-win game for Manchester United, because if he doesn't win this game, most of the questions are really going to rise that is he the right man for that job, because they've been raised already. They've been raised already. Like me, I really want him out. For the previous 2 seasons, I've been saying let Ole be on the job and let's see. But this time around, he has added 3 players in his starting lineup: Ronaldo, Varane, and Sancho. And if at all you finished second behind Man City with close to 8 points last season, that means if at all you add in Jadon Sancho, Ronaldo, and Varane, then you are supposed to be a title contender. And guess what? When you look at the Premier League table, guess how many points we are off the Chelsea team that is leading. Chelsea is having 29 points with a game in hand, and United is behind Chelsea by 12 points. If at all United wins, we are going to be 9 points behind Chelsea. And guess what? Do you think with the way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plays, are we really going to go and play Chelsea and we win? That's the big question that you might raise, because the only way we are really going to put these points and reduce them is us going away at a team which goes by names of Chelsea. Sorry, even if they are coming at Old Trafford, I don't know. But we have to win against Chelsea. That's the only way we are really going to come up and really raise our anticipations that we are back into the title race. The only way we are back into the title race, we are supposed to go on a winning run of close to 8 games. 8 games in a row. And you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to do this? I doubt. But I'm happy for Sancho to start in there, and especially to play onto the right side of the attacking midfield. Remember, most of the times he was being played onto the left attacking side of the midfield. But the presence of Marcus Rashford, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is playing the presence of Marcus Rashford and the absence here of Mason Greenwood, who has succumbed to who is suffering from COVID, he has literally enabled a man who goes by names of Jordan Sancho to come into play and start this game of football of a team which goes by names of Manchester United on the right attacking side of the midfield. So I really feel like Sancho is really going to be doing great, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is really going to enjoy, because Mason Greenwood does not track very well defensively, and a man who goes by names of Aaron Wan-Bissaka does that a lot in there always. So we look at this game and we wait and see. I really want to see you guys go into the comment section live chat telling me what you think about this game and the result, how the result is going to be according to you. Because for me, I really feel like United are winning this one like 3-1 or 4-1, and I feel like Ronaldo might score his first hat-trick in the Premier League ever since his return in there. I don't know what you think about this, but I really feel positive about this game. We need this win before we travel away to Villarreal to play on Tuesday, because remember, they are resting on Sunday, and Monday they are traveling to Spain. Early morning Monday they train in the evening in Spain, and Tuesday United is going to play a team which goes by names of Villarreal in there. They need a win or a point. If at all they get a win away, that means they'll have qualified for the round of 16 in the Champions League that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is really fancying for to come in and win in there. So lots of things good for Manchester United, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, however much they failed to sack him at Manchester United, I still stand my point and my word. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not fit to be a Manchester United manager. The only way he's supposed to be a Manchester United manager is when he is in a title race. We end this April when we are into the title race or win the race. If at all we don't win any title this season, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves a sack, unless we progress to the Champions League like the semi-final and we do the same thing into the Premier League. Like Chelsea wins the title with 2 or 3 points behind us, we would have stretched ourselves to that level in there. And no way we allow Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and finish third or fourth, and we appreciate him. We know that board will appreciate him, but I think we should get a solution to this, because we are having young talent. Look at the Amad Diallos, look at the Hannibals, look at the Shoriteas, look at the Elangas. You get that talent is going to die in the hands of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he's not a coach, he's a manager, and the only thing he does is to motivate these teams and leaves the rest to McKenna and Carrick in there, something that I don't really believe as a Manchester United player, as a Manchester United fan for all of the years I've supported Manchester United. So I really feel like United will go and win this one by 4-1 or 3-1 in there, and I think it's going to be a well-deserved win for Manchester United. Nemanja Matic, though, I felt like he was supposed to play against Danny Van Beek into that midfield as they played against Everton in the last preseason game of Manchester United. That saw United win against the side which goes on Everton by 3 or 4 goals to nil against Everton. Harry Maguire, I think he comes into this game with a very good record, having scored 2 headers into the English game when they really played San Marino and Albania in there. So to me, I really feel like it's a positive for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. For Harry Maguire. He comes in with his confidence up there in the sky to come in and do the needful against a side which goes by the names of Watford. But he has to improve. I've always complained about this. Harry Maguire, I think, is the best defender that has won all the very many headers into the 18-yard box area of the opponents, especially when United bring in corners. But his direction and force is really bad. He has to direct that ball like he does for England. You cannot shoot, because the best way to really head is to head on the farthest post where the goalkeeper cannot reach. You get? And he deserves some energy in it. Most of the headers go to the goalkeeper when they lack energy. If at all he really puts in a lot of energy, he will make it. I'm out for now. See you later when the game is